It's as if they don't want our help. Oh, greetings.
Who doesn't want your help?
The knights are just waiting for their help, shuffling our feet.
We can do something.
If you're up for it, you could help that knight on the bridge.
A shuffling knight? Yes. He really can't do that alone.
Finally something to do.
I have a cemetery shift in an hour. They're so depressing.
At least honoring the fallen does not include heavy work.
My little apple seed is out again to help people. She is such a good girl.
Greetings! What can I do for you today?
Show me your wares.
When is your next shift?
The patrol never returned from the Sunken City. Wraiths were spotted. We expect the worst. They might be behind the sun gates we couldn't open before.
Why did she have to disappear now?
We will keep looking for her, Commander. But you can't keep sending us into this hell.
Could I speak to you for a moment?
You're here. The name's Khendra. I'm the commander of the Proud Knights of Bastingar, or what remains of them. I'm sorry for the spectacle earlier. That man you came with, he's a traitor. And the fact that he brought you with that thing, let's just say it raises questions.
I came here looking for answers about this gauntlet. Arif had little to do with it.
Well, the only person who knew anything about this cursed thing is missing, so you're out of luck.
Missing? Is it that Valery person you mentioned?
I don't see why we're having this conversation. You're a disaster waiting to happen.
Maybe I can help you find her. Then you can see that I can be trusted.
Right. Valery, my sister, she also believed she could use the gauntlet. But in the end, it cost us everything. Our honor, our homes, and so many lives. But despite all this, she remained obsessed with that thing.
Let me find her. I can show you that this time, the gauntlet is on our side.
She was sure she'd find answers in the Sunken City. But no one has seen her for quite some time now. All right. I will tell my knights to let you pass towards the Sunken City. Valery had her study there.
The Sunken City?
You'll see when you get there. You have set high expectations. I can only hope you deliver.
What have you done with Arif?
That traitor is in a cell. You'll find it up the stairs on your left when you leave the room. But don't try anything funny. That wouldn't help you showing that you can be trusted. When you have earned my trust, then I will consider freeing that scoundrel.
How can I get into the Sunken City?
The entrance is beneath the bridge leading out of the fortress. Take the left branch and tread carefully.
I will return when I've found Valery. They had no chance against the Queen and the Watcher.
The Queen showed no mercy to those who resisted the word of Thelos. But she failed to remove them entirely.
There were survivors. And look, they retreated to the mountains, underground, to here.
The survivors painted these. Why? Did they not have better things to do?
I think they did it for posterity. If they happened to die next, nobody would remember this story.
Know if it's worth.
I gave an order this morning, a routine
For our
patrol
sake, let's
reassignment.
hope the rumors about
But
the towers
Maxon
aren't true.
looked at me as if I'd just insulted his mother. They never looked at a reef like that. When he gave an order, he did it with a smile and a joke, and people loved him for it. They trusted him. I lack that skill, interpersonality, guile. I have everyone's respect, but not their love. Yet that is the greatest strength. Trust is a bulwark against fear. They may do as I say, but some don't mean it. I must try harder, empathize, smile, for them and for myself.
I'm still grieving, but I can't just sit around and mope. I have to be strong.
Did we strengthen the carriages for the road ahead across the mountains?
I made sure they were checked. Our battalion...
Greetings. You bear the gauntlet.
Yes.
My son believed in the power of that artifact. He followed the commander's sister, Valery, into battle. He died for it.
I'm sorry.
My husband died even before that. The name McGavick will die with me. Like my memories of them.
If there's anything I can do...
Please, place these flowers on his grave. My son would be happy to know the gauntlet bearer honored him.
Many here despise me. He is your son. You should honor him.
We all have to learn forgiveness. You can help us on this path. As ever, I will pay my respects later. I beg you, take the flowers, lay them on his resting place.
Where can I find the cemetery?
When you exit this room, find the stairs to the cemetery at the right corner in front of you.
How can I find your son's grave?
Just look for his last name on the tombstones. He was the last of the McGavick name.
I will return.
Don't wait too long.
Is that Arcus?
I'm impressed. It's an ancient game. Not many play these days.
Oldest game in the world, some say. Thelos on one side, mysterious evil on the other. White versus black.
I'm surprised the Knights would play a Thelos-themed game such as this.
True. We spin a knife to decide who plays which side.
Loser plays Thelos. Naturally.
What's this great evil you mentioned?
No one knows. In all likelihood, it's a fable. A piece of propaganda fabricated by the church.
I think our knight here is correct. No doubt the tale is little more than a way to solidify the legend of Thelos the Benevolent.
Now, if you would excuse us, Thelos is currently winning this particular battle.
Come, brother. You know how fate is. As shifting as the sands and as unpredictable as the wind.
These paintings...
The knights, in their prime.
Hey, hey, Gauntlet Power! You did a swift job on that buried gate. Phew! I assume I can't touch the gauntlet? What if I say please? Please, I beg you?
Sorry.
Oh, it was worth a shot. But I'm so bored. I want to do something. My creative hands cannot idle for so long.
You're an inventor. Have you looked into essence stones?
Oh, they're incredible! A personal passion of mine. I've recently discovered that they can be upgraded with the right materials. They are like white minerals and plants, which are also white. Huh. The plants are rare, but I found some in the wild. However, the minerals...
I've seen some on wraiths, I think.
Yes, 'tis a risky job. And only greater or colossal ones, too, so... haha. That's also a good way to find essence cores, though. So it's really a win-win if you don't, you know, die. I have a 5-hour-long thesis on that topic. Just let me get it.
It's fine, really. Thank you. I will see you around.
Huh. Do you think the Knights would let me check out their library?
You could make yourself useful. There's a knight at the camp who is looking for recruits.
Interesting. I can't fight, but I have ideas. Lots of them. New arrows, bows, helmets. Oh, and catapults. Oh, catapults!
All right. I will leave you to it then.
We got the word. You may enter.
So it's come to this. Letters. As if we were politicians negotiating a treaty. I understand why you felt you couldn't talk to me directly. I cannot support you in the way Arif did. Blindly, guided by faith over fact. But we need you now more than ever. The Sunken City is more perilous than ever. Wraiths in every corner daily collapses. I worry for your safety. Can't I at least do that as a sister? Return to us. To me, please. We need you. I need you.
Greetings?
So, feeling right back at home, are we? With your old friends?
If I thought my history with the Knights was relevant to our task, well, I would have mentioned it.
Anything else you are hiding?
Much, but none of it is, relevant. Trust me.
What happened between you and the Knights?
That is quite the tale. These fools once called me their leader. Placed on me more than I could carry. The truth is, it was always Khendra who ran things, with me as the voice and Valery as the brains.
The commander's sister?
Yes. She means a lot to me. I was blinded. I bought into her experiments with the gauntlet. I thought it could save us, all of us. I encouraged Valery, pushed her harder and harder, but then and it was too late. The gauntlet exploded and I left. In shame. Khendra becoming commander was a given, but Valery, if you can find her, well, I will be in your debt.
So, here you are. Can I help you with anything?
Yes, please. First of all, food. Real food. People aren't exactly happy that I'm here. And as you can imagine, I'm only getting leftovers. If you'd talk to the cook in the fortress, I'd be most thankful. Maybe even thankful enough to give you something for your kind gesture. A dye, perhaps? I was going to sell it for a pretty penny, but given the situation, I'm sure it'd be far better in your hands. And ideally, don't tell them it's for me, if you know what I mean.
I'll talk to the cook.
I wish I could be more confident in the Knights. We want the same thing, yes, but we don't agree on our means, and how long it should take. They have me track down artifacts that can help them. Some of them look promising. Others are just objects. Among other things, I found that odd gauntlet. I hope Valery can make use of it. Perhaps I'm wasting my time with all this, but I have to restrain myself. Change takes time. I have to be patient.
So tired. I've been on double shifts ever since the refugees arrived. We all have. Sometimes I wonder why the commander let them stay.
It's almost time. Val tells me the gauntlet is ready to go, and I trust her. I really do. But I wonder, do I really trust this plan, or am I doing this for love? If this attack fails, it could mean the end of the Knights. Am I allowed to make such a decision? There's nothing like the feelings just before a battle. Fear, apprehension, excitement. I wish it hadn't come to this. But what other choice do we have? I've sent a cadre of researchers to help Valery in her work. Khendra was displeased. But hey, I'm the one running the show. For the moment. Val says she's found a link between this gauntlet thing and those baubles she's calling essence stones. The glove means she can use them somehow. I told the research team to gather any scriptures on these stones. Anything that might contain information about their purpose, I guess. They might just be rocks. Or They might be the key to unlocking the most powerful weapon we've ever seen.
Utterly ridiculous.
Thank you for finding help. I'm glad I don't have to do this alone anymore.
The gauntlet is not powerful enough to crush that yet.
Those cuffs off my wrists right now.
Did you see Reeve?
Yes. What does he think he's doing coming back here?
My thoughts exactly.
This is taking forever.
With all those new faces, how...
Ah, the Gauntlet Bearer. Can we help you?
I must go. Greetings. I'm looking for something to eat.
Are you now? I need to ration the little we have. If you want me to prepare something, then bring me ingredients.
I have this fruit you can use.
Then give me a minute to prepare the meal.
Master, look! My search was not in vain. I have found several pieces of the gauntlet. But I still lack a real connection to... I'm not sure what it is. But it will work. I just need a little more time. Khendra, believe me.
You are obsessed with this, Valery. It is dangerous. You should know it by now.
Something is missing. I will find it in the Sunken City. I am sure of that. It still holds secrets.
I forbid it. The Sunken City is a death trap. Whatever you think is there, it is not worth it.
You won't stop me. I have to do this. Learn to trust me.
That real connection. She was trying to reach out to me. She couldn't. Unlike you. She must still have many questions and a clouded mind. I hope we can find her.
Thank you for mentioning the recruitment. I'm not a fighter, but maybe I can interest them in some inventions of mine.
Please don't distract
can only be found underground.
Anything new?
I have something to eat for you.
I'll take anything. Oh. Right, okay. Oh. I see what you mean. Valery and I had to endure far worse, though, on our travels. Sometimes the company is worth bad food. Thank you.
If you have time, you could help honor the fallen.
McGavick. This must be the grave where you can put the flowers.
Such a long time.
Have you placed the flowers on my son's grave?
I did. They looked beautiful.
Thank you. This makes me happy. People will see that you, the Gauntlet Bearer, care for all of us.
Oppose a god. Who can hear my prayers?
Is there a way to join the Knights?
Or impress a man? Sorry, dumb question. I wish we could just lead a normal life again. But is there a way to join the Knights? And don't talk to my siblings about that.
Where are your siblings? What happened to them?
Goggles went to Lythesta. Keen Eyes keeps herself busy strategizing with the Knights. We're all just trying to cope with the loss of our brother in our own way. Keen Eyes probably took it the hardest, but she still tries her best to keep an eye out for us.
A knight in the camp is looking for recruits. You may want to talk to him.
I must have missed him, but that can change. Thank you.
We will talk later.
Hey, over here. But whatever you do, please do it quietly around here. I'm preparing the graves of fallen knights for the upcoming memorial. Before we go into battle, we remember. But who are you, and what are you doing in this sacred place with this cursed artifact?
I am sorry if the gauntlet troubles you, but I found this emblem that might belong to a knight.
Yes, yes indeed. The knights need every hand willing to help. Even yours. You see, most battlegrounds are now infested with wraiths. It's where the old emblems of the fallen rest. It would be dangerous to try to retrieve them. Perhaps you could prove your claims of alliance? Help us retrieve the emblems of our fallen comrades.
I already found an emblem. I thought it might belong to the knights.
This one. I knew her well. I'll make sure to bring it to her husband. The thought of families being reunited with their lost ones thanks to the gauntlet is a bit ironic. But I'll accept your help.
I miss you. You were so young.
Did you hear the refugees? Do you believe their stories? Of the wraiths?
I haven't been to this once, but there were no raids back then.
But they lost so many. What else could have caused them
The savior of Castrum 7. A word?
Greetings. Were you able to convince any of the refugees?
Where should I start looking for them?
I talked to the people in this camp already. You could start in the courtyard. Some could be in the cemetery. Some may even be outside the fortress.
I'll look for people who are willing to train.
Will this pain...
Don't disturb the dead. The fallen deserve
What's going on here?
Hey, it's you! You remember me, right?
Yes, from the caravan. You were stealing from Morath.
All right, keep your voice down. Look, the guards think I stole from the cook. I was only looking at what he's preparing. I'm innocent.
I'd like to see you prove it, considering the lack of witnesses.
There were. I saw some knights. They're up the stairs at the table. They will confirm my innocence.
We've promised a reward for anyone who brings us more information on what happened. So if you want to get involved, Gauntlet Bearer, you know what you have to do.
Please, I'll be in your debt. And I can part with tributes if you help. Legitimate profit. I promise.
Where can I find your witnesses again?
Up the stairs at the tables. Hurry, please.
Why are these guards accusing you of stealing?
They claim they saw me steal a ration of food. I would never do that.
I'll go check if they are willing to vouch for you.
Of course they will. I'm telling you I'm innocent.
It's about time for the Essence ritual, I reckon, up in the capital.
Ah, the Gauntlet Bearer. Can we help you?
Someone was accused of stealing food. Do you know anything about that?
The guy who was dragged away for stealing pudding earlier?
Pudding is new to me, but sounds right.
None of us saw him do anything wrong. Although he did look a bit sketchy.
What do you mean, sketchy?
I don't remember. You were kind of busy drinking, you see.
Please talk to those knights. Otherwise the guards will leave me in prison and throw away the key.
I talked to the knights upstairs. They think he is innocent.
They think?
Their recollection of the events is fuzzy.
Of course it is. Comes from drinking all day. I'm sorry, but I can't take the word of a bunch of drunks as witnesses.
But they're the only hope I have.
Well, you're out of luck then.
Wait, Morath's memento. The brooch. Do you still have it?
Now that you mention it, yes. He never took it back.
It must be valuable, if you know what I mean.
I believe this man is innocent. What if I give you this in return for his freedom?
Where did you get this?
Oh, that guy stole it from a caravan captain.
Hey!
This is the insignia of my old troop. We were caught.
I see. Then you have this man to thank for bringing it back to you.
Fine. I will let him go. I'd rather be scolded and have this back.
Thank you. Thank you. That was too close. I'm done with all this. I'm gonna find a quiet place to retire to. Farewell.
it weren't for you, I'd be dead. I now know that I also want to help people, so I have to become a knight. Doing good, helping others.
This is the right thing to do.
Thank you. That means a lot, but I don't want to pester the knights. If you know how I can join their ranks, please tell me.
A knight in the camp is looking for people willing to train.
And I want to train. Thank you. I'll meet him. I will look for this recruiter soon.
I don't mind new people coming in.
Greetings. Were you able to convince any of the refugees?
Yes, but it seems not all have come yet.
Thank you. Let them gather their courage. Then they will come.
What can you tell me about essence stones?
We experimented cautiously with them in the past. They resonate with the gauntlet, and each one is unique. But the gauntlet was too unstable at the time to explore further. So, that is the extent of my knowledge, sadly. You should try different combinations and swap them regularly. Adapt the stones you use depending on the foes. Try finding out which stones can work together. Certain stones may give you the upper hand against certain wraiths and their behaviors.
I need to go.
The refugees say the gauntlet saved them.
I'm a knight.
Watch where you're going. Don't tell anyone.
There must be a just force in this